Hi guys, it's Brittany from Canadian Beats here with Tyler from Dwayne Gretzky. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you, Brittany?
I'm good. Not loving the cold.
It's coming.
Yeah, definitely.
Golf season is in danger.
So, I just have a couple questions for you tonight. My first one starting with, why the name Dwayne Gretzky?
I mean, it was one of those things that just happened. We were playing around town without really a band name at all. And we were at the Tuccitto one night, and we had tried out a couple different band names, but it wasn't. The whole project itself was just very casual at the time, and we were playing at the Tuccitto Tavern, and it was a good night, and everyone was having a good time. And someone in the audience yelled, "Who are you guys?" And Nick Rose grabbed the mic and said, "We're Dwayne Gretzky." And that's when the name came out, and we didn't really think anything of it. But someone posted a video of us on YouTube, and then a week later, I got that video and saw that it was under the name Dwayne Gretzky, and we said, "All right, I guess we're a band now. We have a name."
Wow. What an odd way to be named, but it's definitely unique. You never really hear about it that way.
Yeah, it's one of those things that we didn't plan it, but it works, and it sticks, and people remember it, and it's been a really good thing for us.
No, for sure. So you guys are known for doing a lot of really versatile coverage between all different genres, all different artists and bands. So who's your favorite artist to cover?
The fact that we can do lots of different artists is fun because it keeps it fresh. For me, when we started this band, I was really into, and I still am really into, Bruce Springsteen and Tom Petty. But Bruce, his energy live is amazing. He's got a big band. It's all about the live show, and we've adopted a bit of the spirit of that band and the enthusiasm and the just overall joy. So it's always fun to play Springsteen tunes. But we've covered Fleetwood Mac a bunch, and we have 2 female singers, 2 male singers in the band, and so that band suits our setup, and that can be really fun. But you never know. Sometimes the first time you cover an artist, it can be really unexpected, but it can be really, really fun. So it changes.
Okay, so with having such a large number of people in your group, what makes it the most difficult part for choosing something like a set list?
Well, yeah, so just like the name of the band, it happened naturally and organically. And so with the people in the band, we didn't decide to have a 10-piece band. It just, over the course of a few years, we would just pick up a new member, and then all of a sudden we couldn't play that song without them, or whatever it would be. And then now we're 10 people at all of our shows, or more if it's a. And so the good thing about picking a set list is everyone in the band has a different strength and a different skill, and the whole point of our show is to set those people up so that they can shine, and they can, I'll reference golf again. We tee it up for each other to succeed. So coming up with a set list can be good when you've got all these people there because you just play to everybody's strengths. But we call a lot of the shows we do, we don't have a set list. We just I call the tunes out as we go. We have, however many songs ready to go at any given time, and we'll go in front of an audience, and like a DJ would pick their songs based on, the energy and the vibe of the room. We can, to a certain extent, we can do some of that. And so sometimes, depending on the night, it can be difficult to figure out what song to go to next. But when our shows succeed and they go well, you never even have to think about it because you just think of the next song to do, and it's super easy.
I can only imagine how great that would be, and an amazing experience just for like a viewer as well.
Yeah, because you can go with the flow a little bit. There can be a certain amount of spontaneous energy, which I think the audience responds well to. It feels unique.
Yeah, no, for sure. So with having 10 plus people in your band every time you play, what's the hardest part about touring? Like, would it be booking venues that is big enough for all of you guys to be out there, or finding like big enough stages?
I mean, we generally don't tour the way that lots of normal bands tour who release an album and all get in a van and stuff. So we when we play most of our shows, we all show up in 3 hatchback cars and subway and however people get there, they just get there. When we do our touring, we rent 2 vans and we do it in 2 vans. It can be a challenge with 10 people on the road, just managing, expectations and energy and things. But we have such an incredible group of Dwainers, we like to call them, and everyone makes it easy on each other. So we are a very accepting group, and we try to adapt to all the experiences as we can. Usually venues and stuff, sometimes you get a smaller space, but it's never really been too much of a problem. We know how to fit on there and make it cozy if need be.
No, for sure. So what's your favorite venue to play in Toronto?
I mean, we have a few. We started at the Dakota, and we found out who we were at the Dakota, and there's a certain... Every time I go there, there's an excitement and just an energy about that place that I always love, and I think we'll always like to go back and play one-off shows when we can at that venue. And then we moved on to the Horseshoe, and I feel a similar way about the Horseshoe. It's the people at that venue have been so good to us over the past 5 years, and we've made a lot of memories. We've played a lot of songs there. We've had a lot of fun, and then it changes. They're all great. The Phoenix is wonderful. The Danforth Music Hall, we just played 2 nights in a row with our 2000s show. I feel very lucky to be able to play in any of those venues with this band. And, someday I'd like to play, Massey Hall and see what that feels like. But overall, Toronto's got a lot of great venues.
No, Horseshoe Tavern is one of my favorite venues to go and check out new talent I've seen before. I think it's just such a cozy venue as well. It's very intimate feeling, which I like about it. So my final question for you is, what's your favorite venue to play in Ontario, excluding Toronto? Because I know that you guys have some going a little bit more to the west of Toronto in the next coming weeks, so...
we're still working our way around Ontario and finding these places. I know we've played Mavericks in Barrie a couple times, and that's been really fun. Big stage suits the band, and Barrie has been a very supportive city for us. But we played Maxwell's in Waterloo, and it was wonderful. We had to have, I know they can downsize the room a bit depending on how many people are there, so we had like half the room, but it was still beautiful and run very well. That was a really nice venue. There's lots of great venues. We're doing Rum Runners in London, which has been fun. Hamilton, there's all kinds of fun little venues that we've played around in here. I live in Hamilton, by the way, which is where I am right now. But we're excited to continue to tour around Ontario and visit more of these venues.
No, I'm so excited just for you guys to get out there and just see all the new venues. See you one day at Massey Hall, because I know that you guys will end up there. You are all so talented that there's no doubt in my mind you won't make it there.
Well, thank you very much.
No problem. Tyler, I want to thank you for jumping on the phone with me and doing this interview. It's been great to chat and get to know a little bit more about you and Dwayne Gretzky, and I wish you guys all the best of luck in your upcoming shows.
Well, thank you very much, Brittany.
Thanks for taking the time. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.